I wouldn't know nothing about it. I think we up 68-0, so I wouldn't know nothing about it.
Oh, Tennessee.
Yeah, good old
How big the
Rocky
game's
Top.
up? Are you
Good
live yet or what?
old, yeah, we live right now. Good
Oh,
old Rocky
did
Top.
you? Oh, you went live already?
Yeah, we
Shit.
live. I just hit the button.
Oh shit! I didn't do any kind of anything and introductions and stuff like that. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you now. Let me see. All
Let me
right,
see what's the score of the Tennessee game. Oh, I'm sorry, Buck Flair, 71 tonight. 2 minutes
71,
left.
71 to nothing.
71 nothing, 2 minutes left. You know what I mean? Good old Rocky Top. Everybody out there, thank y'all for showing up today. We're up in this joint. All right. This is the Buck Flair Show. Alcoholic beverages are on deck. Please drink responsibly because I don't know you. All right.
Please drink
Now he got Jack
responsibly.
Daniels. I was in the Dominican Republic.
Oh,
Okay. Then
how
came
was the
back.
vacation?
The vacation was beautiful, Buck Flair. I'm gonna tell you like this, Buck. That I don't know where you're gonna go. That somebody's gonna cook you 3 meals a day and clean your room every day, and
Oh,
I mean a personal chef and two maids. You can't beat
wow.
big old swimming pool.
Did you go out there with anybody or what?
Yeah, me and Jay Will was out there.
Oh, Jay Will went with you?
Yeah, me and Jay Will. I went with Jay Will. Let me just say that.
Okay. And so y'all had all inclusive, one of those all inclusive resorts or whatever?
Yeah, it was a villa.
Okay. So it was all inclusive, buffet, food, and everything?
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't no buffet. It was a personal chef.
Personal chef cooking all the
Personal chef.
meals every day.
Every day. Cook 3 meals a day.
Every day.
Every day.
You can't beat that.
Damn sure can't. Like I told you, I don't know too many people that
What
do it.
kind of plane, what kind of flight did you go?
Spirit.
Southwest.
Southwest?
He
That's
know
the
Southwest.
best
he
way to
went
fly.
Spirit.
No, I would have
He
went
said
Spirit, but
Spirit.
I was riding with some other. I was riding with some other people that don't fly Spirit. So
Uh-huh.
Jay Will. That I mean, Buck Flair. That his
Uh-huh.
thing, Spirit.
Spirit, yeah, I ain't got no problem flying Spirit.
See?
$19, ain't it? $19.
Right. Now listen, $40.
You get a
$40.
credit card. You get a credit card now with them. They give you free bags now.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. But was it? I think it was $54 when I came down there to come see Ryan. $54 round trip.
Oh
See?
wow.
Can't beat
Through Spirit?
it. Was Spirit. $54 round trip. You couldn't beat it.
But Buck Flair, don't eat the food that you might get sick on
Ain't nobody
Spirit.
giving you no. Anybody giving you no food? That was don't eat
See,
the
that
food.
just
Nobody give you no food. You ain't getting no food on Spirit. You might get a bag. They might offer you a
Bag of
bag of
peanuts.
potato chips. My fault. Let me say this. They might have a bag of potato chips for purchase. Ain't nobody giving you no food.
They ain't passing out no food on Spirit Planes. I think it's Frontier.
Not for free.
Frontier.
Not for
Frontier
free.
is the one I'm thinking about. Frontier is the one out there now that's really cheap to fly on, but they charge you for everything, even if you breathe, they charge you and stuff.
But I mean, it's good. It's good if you you're like a business person.
Right.
If you're like a business person and you're going out there, you gotta go back and forth to places.
Uh-huh.
All the people that tell you, "Oh, I don't fly Spirit, I don't fly Frontier," I'm tell you something. Them flights always packed.
Oh well, yeah, they pack. They making that money. I said, hey, it's cheaper to fly those places, especially if it's just you and no baggage or nothing like that.
Right. That's why I said if you going back and forth to a place, like say you got two houses, you got to go back and forth to see your girlfriend, but you work somewhere else. That's a perfect place. That's a perfect flight for you. Quick $80, go back and forth. You're gonna spend $80 on gas and toll, and won't even be nowhere if you drive.
Well, go ahead and start the show, Dennis. I've been liking and sharing this stuff with.
All right, well, listen,
everybody.
We got Ryan Thomas in the building who's representing the mighty Atlanta Falcons. We call him Ronnie the Falcon.
Ronnie the Falcon.
You know you ain't shit, right, Dennis? You know
Ronnie
you
the
ain't
Falcon.
shit. You know you
Ronnie the
ain't shit.
He said we call it Ronnie the Falcon.
We also got D-Man in the building. D-Man is in the house representing the New Orleans Saints. NOLA, and can't forget he represents Duval, and he got a slight teaspoon of taste for the Buffalo Bills. You know, it's like bad yogurt. That's how he
Forget that slight.
What's
He got the
up?
whole thing.
By the way, here's a flask because I'm using strawberry, Catalina, whatever you
They
call
gave
it.
you a flash. Who the fuck gave you a flash? They gave you a flash?
He had a flash. He had a flash last week. It was funny as hell. He had a flash a couple of weeks ago when he was gone. I said, "Dog, you got a damn flash now."
Yep, I see. I using strawberry moonshine, strawberry. I forgot what it was, and now mudslide. I mix it all together and put in a flask.
That just you something, right? Oh
Yeah.
Lord!
You talking about the strawberry daiquiri?
Oh, look at that! Buffalo Bills are showed up.
Oh
again.
Jesus!
Circle the wagons. Circle the wagons. The Bills are back. Circle the wagons.
They won 2 in a row. Can't tell nothing.
Four division champions are back. They back on it. What's up, Ethan?
How you doing, Chuck?
What happened with what you call it? That Pittsburgh game today? Do you know?
Shoot, I should know. Let me look. I was
Did
watching
West
it
Virginia
earlier
win that
too.
game or what?
I think Pitt won.
Pitt won. I saw Washington State pull the upset. I called that one. Yeah, I called that one today. I love it. Oh, I love it.
Well, Kentucky really thought about upsetting Georgia, but
Kentucky, really?
yeah, Georgia's winning 13-12
right now.
Yeah.
Oh God, I thought they would. I thought that.
It been a lot. It been a lot of
He blind.
penalties.
He blind. Well, what's the score really?
No, I'm not lying.
13-12.
Is in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Georgia's got it with a chance to, like, if they get the first down, it really could be just about over. But
damn, they might fall off the damn. Number 1 seed after this game.
And then
might be Alabama.
Yeah, I didn't know it either, but I didn't know it either, Will, but that's all
right. Okay, let's get rolling. Let's get rolling with these picks this week. I'm gonna start out with Dennis's lock of the week, the Ravens and the Raiders. Dennis, why'd you pick this as your lock of the week?
I just feel as though the Raiders don't put up enough offense to stop the Ravens, so I'm gonna go with the Ravens. They home. They pissed off that they lost to Kansas City because supposedly they had a guy with the wrong size shoes on.
Wrong size shoes. What score you got?
I'm going with 28-10.
28-10. I got this shirt on for you right here.
Oh shit! Hey, I got it. You know what? I seen some shit out there. After, I was thinking about you the other day. You know, Shannon Sharp went viral for his sex audio tape, and I said I can see Buck Flair doing some shit like that, going live and not knowing it. And then
I told Steph about it too. I said, "Oh, this son of a bitch put his phone down by the table." I said, "Back in the day, Facebook Live could have been in trouble doing them kind of shows." I was already on there naked. I was already naked on the Buck Flair show one time when I kept my phone on and went to the bathroom. I was butt naked, and everybody was like, "Oh," comment and say, "Get off the air, you're naked, you're in the bathroom and shit." And I didn't realize it when I hit my button or whatever. I was like, all the way straight down. You could just see me naked all the way down the side of me and shit. I know. Fucking man. That is fucking man. That was crazy as hell. So, Dennis, what's the score going to be the Ravens game? They're a 9-point favorite.
I said 28-10.
28-10. Okay.
Hey, Jay Will in the comments. Jay Will, I'm drinking this tonight. Jay Will, we're gonna drink some this tonight.
Ooh. Drinking some good stuff from Mexico.
The Dominican Republic, white cognac.
Ron, how you think the game's gonna go with Baltimore and Ravens?
I
when
think
he
it's
did.
going to be a very close game because both of them got guys you cannot cover. The Raiders got the tight end from Georgia,
Bowers.
and
Devontae
Baltimore
Adams?
got the
No,
wide
I think
receiver.
he's talking about. Well, I think he was talking about Bowers.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bowers.
Bowers
he
and talking about Isaiah Likely from Coastal Carolina, huh?
Yeah. So I say 16 to 17.
What the fuck?
16 to 17.
Yeah.
Baltimore. D-Man, what do you see
No,
this game?
the Raiders. I would take the Raiders.
Oh, you think the Raiders are gonna win?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Dennis. He threw you a curveball. He taking the Raiders on this one.
Ryan, it's typical Ryan Thomas. He was born.
No, I'll tell you.
He was born on Haters Day. He
No.
was born
No.
Then when they get blown out, Buck Flair then he'll come on and say, "Oh, the Raiders quarterback is trash." You ain't say that shit just last week.
Dennis, who's that tight end from Georgia? You know,
somebody got to get him the ball.
Answer the question.
His name is Brock Bowers, sir.
Okay, so
now
can anybody?
Question, motherfucker. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait, no. You wait a minute. Question for a question. Who the fuck is throwing him the ball? Because he ain't the quarterback.
Minshew.
Did you see Minshew last week?
That was 1 week.
Oh, now
No.
it's just one. Right.
Wow.
This is a new Ryan Thomas we know here, boy. Just 1 week, huh? That's just one. Okay. All right. I just want to let you know you on video. I want to let you know that, all right?
Okay.
All right, D-Man, what you got this game? Bring some light to us.
Well, first of all, before I get the scores and stuff, UCF survived. The TCU kicker missed the field goal, so TCU lost.
Oh,
are you kidding me? I just talked about that. They were up 34-28. I'll be damned.
TCU lost.
Though they lost to Central Florida.
Yes, they're undefeated. I think they're 3-0. I think.
Yep, they're 3-0 now.
Wow.
Wow.
But anyway, now back to the game. I mean, the Ravens, they're gonna bounce back. They pissed off from last week. I don't know what the fuck happened to Mark Andrews. Isaiah Likely, he was fucking impressive. The Ravens defense.
I'll tell you what happened with Mark Andrews. He didn't practice for a couple weeks or whatever after his car accident. So he's still rusty.
So you got a car accident. First of all, praise for Nate Wiggins, even though he's all right with the neck injury though, but he ain't gonna play. But Ravens defense got to step up and stuff. I'm not sold on the Raiders quarterback, but I mean, I back Brock Bowers. He's gonna be good, and all that stuff. But give me the Baltimore Pigeons. And yes, I said it, BJ. If you don't like it, that's too fucking damn bad. I got Pigeons 31, Faders 15.
31-15. How about you, Ethan?
This is the last time you drink out of that flask on the show, all right? Over there cussing.
Yeah, I told y'all.
Y'all
shouldn't never gave him no liquor.
You never gave that motherfucker no money. That's what it was.
I told you.
I told Teresa to get her Chicago Bears ass in here this week, so we'll see if she might be out on the date. But anyway, Ethan, what you got?
Not the bear, the bear.
A lot of good points being said. We keep it short and sweet. Baltimore wins this week 24-15.
24-15. And I've got them winning 27-20, 9-point spread. Gardner Minshew, though, remember this? He beat him last year with the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
He beat the Ravens last year.
Hey, we need somebody over there needs to start howling.
Who's that, Ron? Oh, yeah, Ron.
Ow.
Yeah, that's good. Ooh, there's a Ron's howl, whatever. Next, I want to go to a pathetic game. I'm debating to see how many fans show up at the game, but the Chargers and the Panthers, get it out of the way. Does anybody think the Panthers are going to win?
Yes!
No.
Come on, D-Man. Put that flask down.
I'm fucking with you.
Put the flask away.
But Flair, I told you about giving him selection. Now, see, that's your fault.
So, all right, Chargers and Panthers. How you see this one going, Dennis?
Chargers. It'll still be close though, so I'm gonna go Chargers 28-14. I think the Panthers come in.
How about you, Ryan?
I'll take that. Chargers.
All right. How about you, man?
Well, it's a lock of the week, though. Bryce Young, like the Panthers, they're going to be garbage this year. I was impressed with J.K. Dobbins last week. I hope he stays healthy. I mean, they're going to be all over Bryce Young. But give me the Chargers, 38. The Carolina Pussycats, 7. Even though I don't do Survivor thing, but it's going to be my lock of the week.
Chargers, lock of the week. How about you, Ethan?
Yeah, Panthers look bad. But I think they're going to be embarrassed and PO'd from losing that badly. I got the Chargers winning 21-10.
21-10. And I actually got this game going to overtime. This game is going to overtime. I got that old philosophy.
You slap yourself for saying that.
West Coast team flying to the East Coast team, playing early around 1:00. It always happens in something like this. So I always say it's going to be closer because one thing we learned about the Panthers, they got their asses handed to them last week. Their head coach, Dave Canales, needs to make some kind of a statement this week that he's got a team that he can be proud of, and being an offensive. Rex Ryan lit him up. If y'all didn't see that on the news,
I saw that.
Rex Ryan,
I saw that.
He lit Dave Canales up on the
But
show.
they deserve it.
But yeah, but I got it 23-20 Chargers by a field goal late in the ball game. Next game we're going to is another game in Dennis's division, Washington and the Giants. Lord have mercy, Dennis. How you see this game going?
Where's it at?
It's in Washington.
Washington.
I'm gonna take the Commanders or the Commodores. The
Washington. We ain't calling them nothing this year, but they are the Washington. That's it. We ain't giving them a team name until they decide what the hell they want to do. The Washington. So you're taking the Washington.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Washington. We're gonna take the Washington 21-13.
31-13. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see what's going to happen with Daniel Jones if he doesn't win this ball game, because I got a feeling, that guy they traded to get him from Seattle, he might be breathing down his neck. We'll see.
Drew Lock.
Yes, Drew Lock might be breathing down his neck after 2 games. Ron, what do you see here? Washington and the Giants.
I got Washington Commodores. I got them. This is going to be a defensive game. It's going to be defense.
Well, they both teams didn't play defense last week. I can tell you that. Tampa Bay rolled and fucking Minnesota rolled over these teams. That's what I don't know.
But what I think Ron's saying is whether or not it's a defensive game, maybe it's more that both offenses just suck.
Yeah, thank you, Eva.
Yeah.
So it's going to be real close, 7-10.
7-10. All right, D-man.
Yeah.
Okay. People say Danny Dimes. I think y'all need to start calling Danny Pennies because he ain't worth a damn penny. And I still can't believe they paid him a lot of damn money. And Brian Dabb, I'm calling you fucking out because you won Coach of the Year, and that was a fucking fluke. And because your ass is on a hot seat. I think Washington, whatever the fuck name is, they're gonna beat the little mini Giants 26-12. Jalen Daniels will get the first win.
Ooh, 26-12. That's a good score. Yeah. I like Daniels. I think he played pretty good with what he had. The only thing that concerned me about Washington was Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn thinks he can still play with talent that he's got in Dallas, because there's no way he should have been playing man-to-man with Tampa Bay last week. Baker Mayfield, that's the only reason why he lit him up for 4 touchdowns. Trust me, you ain't playing man-to-man without Baker eating you up. They got a good defensive line. What's his name's over there? Bobby Wagner, linebacker for Washington.
Yep.
But also the Giants defense, they didn't play all bad. It's just the Giants offense just sucked. The defense didn't play bad. Minnesota got lucky with a couple of big plays on the defensive side. But yeah, it just the offense sucked. All right, Ethan, what you got here?
I got the Commanders. It's gonna be needs to be a closer game because neither team was very good, but also the Giant. I'm gonna take the Commanders, but I could see the Giants winning too because the Commanders are without Emmanuel Forbes, their top corner there for a little bit.
He sucks, Ethan. He sucks.
Well, yeah, but both defenses suck. So what's the point?
Well, I'm saying Emmanuel Forbes is like they took him in the first round and then they benched him last
year. Bad, man. I think y'all just over exaggerating.
He made Dennis look good every day. That's how bad he is.
Yeah.
Moving on.
You think
I'm taking the Commanders to win. It's gonna be an ugly game. I'm gonna like 18-15.
18-15, and I got the Washington winning 24-16. Next, let's go to this did not make my top 5 game of the list. But we can talk about them. The Jaguars and the Browns did not make my top 5 game.
I didn't put that in my top 5 either. So
no, you didn't put that in your top 5.
That should not be in anybody's top 5 after week 1.
Okay. So Ethan, I'll start with you then. Jaguars and Browns. I know this is a team that has a history of beating Buffalo, and
I ain't worried about that.
Ouch! That fucking hurt.
It's all right. I ain't worried.
They got to play them this year. Jags got to come to Buffalo, I think, and play this year.
Yeah.
Week 3, the next game. Next game, week 3.
Week 3 they play. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm fucked now. Go ahead, Ethan.
You're already messed up. You got that flask going. No, I'm sorry. I'm watching the game. Georgia just held on to win. I got after week 1. The Browns proved the Browns and Deshaun Watson proved who they really were. You two knock it off.
Um,
I'm taking the Jaguars. I'm gonna say 21-10.
21-10. Jaguars holding down the Browns on offense. 21-10. Dennis, what you see?
It's about Deshaun Watson. That's what he's talking about.
I'm going to take the Browns in this one.
Oh, Dennis taking the Browns.
17-14 Browns.
17-14 going against Duval. Doug Peterson starting out 0-2. Interesting. Ron, what do you see this game?
I take that same score, the Browns.
He's taking the Browns too. Ron taking the Browns too. All right, D-Man.
See, right there, that's what I'm talking about. I think the fair team should go last from now on, just saying. But anyway, remember, teacher versus student. You got Doug Peterson, who's Jaguars head coach, Jim Shorts, Browns defense coordinator. They coached together in Philly. And they won a Super Bowl. But Deshaun Watson, he's robbing the Cleveland money. Not only that, he spent the money with massage therapy. So soft. Massage. I think Jaguars, they're going to bounce back. I didn't like Kevin Stefanski won Coach of the Year. That was fucking robbery, all that BS. But Duval, 23-13.
23-13. This game was a tough one to call because you got 2 Clemson quarterbacks going at it. Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, or whatever. A little bit of animosity there with those 2 guys. Deshaun always thinks he's a better quarterback. Trevor thinks he's the better quarterback. So it'll be interesting to see which quarterback comes out. I didn't really like the stats that I saw from Cooper. He was targeted 9 times and only caught the ball twice. And I know when I watched the game there at the end, the highlights or whatever, he was wide open on that one play in the end zone and dropped the ball. But with the Browns having an offensive line that are banged up right now, and the Jaguars holding to Miami to what they did too as well, and they actually had that ball game won. If you didn't see the highlights, Travis Etienne fumbled the ball, got knocked out, and they would have won that ball game. Jacksonville would have won that ball game, which sucked. But I'm taking the Jaguars to win 24-17 over the Browns. I'm taking the Jaguars to win that ball game. The next game was really tough for me. Colts and Packers. One is because of the Jordan Love news that came out today to talk about he could still start, which kind of blew me away. And I don't know if that's
he's doubtful.
He turned into doubtful now.
Yeah, he's doubtful.
Okay, because I was kind of concerned when he still didn't address that issue. He just said that he's there. So I don't know if he's the backup or did they bring Clifford in off the practice
They're bringing
squad?
Clifford up.
I thought they were going to play Malik Willis.
Yeah, Willis. Yeah, but
Willis is starting or whatever.
Clifford, they brought up Clifford to be the backup.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're starting Malik Willis. He's not been that great with Tennessee, but with everything. But Dennis, I'll start with you on this one. Packers and Colts. Been a long time since the Packers beat the Colts. 2008.
Damn, it been
last
that
time
long?
they beat. It's the last time that Packers beat the Colts.
They ain't gonna start. They ain't gonna start today. 27-21.
Colts. You got the Colts.
Colts.
Yeah. Okay, Ethan. Why you see this game?
That's the exact same score, exact same outcome.
27-21. He's taking the Colts. Ron, why you see this game?
27-17 Green Bay.
Green Bay. Ron taking the Packers.
Are you taking Malik Willis?
Yeah.
He's taking Malik Willis. D-Man.
Hey, that's his choice. Everyone's got their opinions. Could happen, just saying. But anyway, yeah, I mean, Josh Jacobs hopefully do good. Watch out for who was that kid from last week? Is it Jalen Reed, right?
Oh yeah.
Or watch out for him though. I mean, he did good last week. Beat Malik Willis though. But the Colts, they almost did beat the Texans last week. But give me the Colts 24-13.
Yeah, I went back and forth on this one. I'm like everybody else in America. Everybody's saying the Colts are going to win because the quarterback's out. But I like the fact that Green Bay got an extra day rest.
Yeah.
They're playing in Green Bay. And Josh Jacobs, if you run the ball, I didn't like the Colts stats last week. When I followed up on, they only had the ball 20 minutes. Houston had the ball 40 minutes. That's why it was close, because of the big plays that Richardson was able to play. I don't think Green Bay is going to give up big plays. They're going to have to show that they can move the ball up and down the field. So I'm taking Green Bay to win this ball game. Don't ask me why. I can't stand the Packers, but I'm taking them to win 24-20 over the Colts. Another game that did not make my top 5, and this is the Patriots and Seahawks, Dennis. This is a rematch of the Super Bowl. Malcolm Butler, I got a Patriots fan that comes in the restaurant and everything. He's telling me Malcolm Butler might be doing the, cheering up the crowd, getting the crowd all involved or whatever. There in New England, here's a team that we thought wouldn't win a game. We'd be like 2-15 or whatever. And here they are 1-0 after beating Cincinnati. So, Dennis, why you see this game going? Gino, West Coast team flying all the way to the East Coast team, play a game at 1:00.
I like Gino, man. Gino, because they should have lost to Denver with them 2 safeties, which was weird. That was weird to me, but they still came back and won. So I like Gino. I want to actually see Gino go out there and do his thing. So I'm going to take Seattle to win this game, 24-14.
24-14. He's taking Seattle. How about you, Ethan?
I got the Seahawks 21-10.
21 to 10.
He said 10.
10.
Okay.
10.
You gotta put that on it, but Flair.
Yeah, you gotta do
10.
All
that.
right, Ron.
10.
All right, Ron. How you see this game going?
The same score Dennis got, but I got Seattle.
Guys, well, he got Seattle too. So yeah.
Okay.
So everybody's on Seattle. How about you, D-Man?
First of all, I did not put my top 5.
Okay.
And let's
I hope you
not
wouldn't.
forget though, Gino, he did play against Patriots before when he was with the Jets.
Yes, sir. He did. Yes, sir. He did.
Both defensive coaches. This
Hell,
is kind of tricky.
Gerard Mayo might have been playing as a player back when Gino was playing quarterback.
Yep. True. And Kenneth Walker is not being out though. I think it's gonna be a defensive
Kenneth
game.
Walker is doubtful, yo.
Give me the Patriots.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Give me the Patriots 17-13.
You're
17-13.
It used
By the way,
to
just
be.
so you know, I picked
Man.
the
He's got
Patriots
he's got
because
the
I
flask in
fucking
his
can.
hand.
How about that?
That's
It
right,
used
D-Man.
to drinking.
He's got the
See,
flask
what
in
My
his
won't
man
hand.
get
D-Man has actually got some knowledge here because I'm taking the Patriots to win the second game because guess what? They play Thursday night football against the Jets. That's this upcoming Thursday game. So can you imagine the Patriots being 2-0 on Thursday night football? But yes, I think the Patriots win this ball game. I think they without what's his name running the ball? The back was it Kenneth Walker? He's not gonna play. He's not gonna play.
He's not on the same level, but Charbonnet is pretty nice.
He's nice, but I'm saying one thing we learned about this defense for the Patriots is that they can shut down a passing game. You got to run the ball. You got to run the ball against them, and something Cincinnati couldn't do. You got to run the ball against the defense. They can shut down the passing game. People forget they had that number 1 pick from last year that got hurt. I forget his name, Gonzalez or whatever from Morgan.
Oh, Christian
Gonzalez.
Yeah, they got hit. Yeah, so I'm taking the Patriots to pull out a victory in front of their home crowd, 24-23 in a close one. Taking
24.
Seattle
24-23.
24-23, taking Seattle to win a close game. I'm gonna go to this game because
the Patriots,
because Dennis's squad had it as a top 5 game. It didn't make my top 5 game. I was kind of shocked when I was watching the show, and I said, "How in the hell you got this top 5 game?"
Oh no, that's BJ. That's BJ.
Well, I mean,
and we support BJ. We ride with him, but
but I'm just saying I don't know how you could have the Steelers and Broncos as a top 5 game. You know what I mean?
Because Derek's a Bronco fan.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's the only reason why he made it a top 5 game.
What's
up, Ernest?
He has no other reason to justify that.
But anyway, he made the Steelers and Broncos his top 5 game, but Dennis is not making my top 5 game. How you see this game playing out? And I will say something here to blow everybody away. Do you know Mike Tomlin has never beat Sean Payton?
Yeah.
Never?
What?
He's never beat Sean Payton when he coached against him. He's 0-3 against Sean Payton.
You know what?
Yep, Sean Payton's 3-0 against Mike Tomlin.
See,
you know what?
This
it's time to turn the tables around.
Right.
I'm taking the Steelers
on that.
I'm taking the Steelers to win this game 20-13. It's gonna come down to a last second play that the Denver Broncos actually gonna get a chance.
20-13. He's taking the Pittsburgh Steelers to win the ball game. And also, I'm gonna throw this out here. Do you realize Justin Fields is starting, right?
Yeah, that's my quarterback.
Yeah.
Do you know that Sean Payton won his first game against the Chicago Bears as a Broncos head coach when Justin Fields had his best game ever as a pro? He threw for over 350 yards and had 4 touchdown passes, and they blew the lead. They were up 28-7, and Denver came back and beat Chicago last year.
Oh,
that's something I was like, holy shit, Justin Fields. So I'm interested to see how he plays in this ball game against the defense that he's faced before. Different players, of course, but I'm interested to see how he plays this week or whatever. But yeah, so Ron, what do you see this game? Steelers and Broncos.
I got to go with the Steelers. I mean, we played in this past week, and that defense gonna be kicking the Denver Broncos' ass.
Okay, so you think the
Best
defense for
defensive
Pittsburgh?
player in football.
TJ Watt ain't no slouch,
Yeah.
ain't no pump bitch.
Well,
So
they are facing a rookie Bo Nix who threw what he had like 35 completions for 139 yards. Typical Drew Brees quarterback stats or whatever. 2-yard slants or whatever. I mean, I was just like, "Are you kidding me? Throw the ball down the field," but they couldn't do it against Seattle.
But TJ Watt is the best defensive player in the NFL.
Yeah, I said 27.
I would say TJ Watt is the best defensive player in the system that he plays in. And it makes him do good, but he's been that way.
He's the best.
Been that good. He's been that good. He's been that good for the last, 8 years or whatever. You know what I mean?
I can't say that, but
he's the best defensive player in the game right now.
In the game, you gotta give that man his credit.
I know you don't want to give it to him. I know you want to give it to, because I know if he was a Buccaneer, you'd be agreeing with me right now. You'd be rubbing my back.
Right.
Yeah, that was a good choice there, Dennis. So I'm just letting you know you gotta spread the love to everybody. It ain't just about them Buccaneers now. All right, I want to let you know.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, if I had you got to think about Micah Parsons, TJ Watt. But I mean, I'd also Miles Garrett. What's his name? I'm looking at I'm looking at
Garrett's up there too.
I like the dude from the 49ers, man, at linebacker. Fred
Warner.
You
talk about
Warner.
I'm talking about best defensive player. I mean, Warner, he's a beast, man. He covers the whole goddamn field, whether it be wide receivers, tackling, and everything.
I do think TJ is better than Garrett.
I gotta go with TJ Watt, but he did.
Well, I'm saying
Miles Garrett last year won Defensive Player of the Year, had 14 sacks. TJ Watt led the league in sacks last year with 19.
Yeah. Miles Garrett shouldn't have won that, in my opinion. I didn't think he should win that.
I agreed.
Yeah.
So it
So you taking the Pittsburgh, you taking all them Pittsburgh Steelers fans that came down to Atlanta and helped Steelers win. They was
they kicked our ass.
I didn't know if y'all have a home game yet.
Look, I know you said that, but we didn't give up no touchdown.
Right.
No, you didn't. No, I know. I picked up that kicker. I picked up that kicker in fantasy. I hope he kicks about 6 field goals in Denver. I hope he does with that. I mean, Mike Tomlin might let him get out there and cook 3 50-yarders in Denver.
They cold, but
Ryan, I just want to let you know you're just going to be known to get your ass whipped by Pennsylvania teams. It's all good.
Dennis.
Well, I won't say that, Dennis. I ain't gonna say that. Ain't all Pennsylvania teams beating up.
And I'm on that yet. And I'm on that yet too. I've been talking trash and I'm on that yet.
Okay. All right, Ethan, how you see this game going?
Well, I have. This is one of my upsets.
I'm
taking Denver. I'm taking Denver to win. I'm taking Denver to win.
Good one, Ace. Good one.
18-15.
18-15. He's taking the Broncos. Ethan's upset special is the Broncos beating the Steelers. All right. I know this is your coach, D-Man. I know this is your coach, Sean Payton. He hasn't lost to Mike Tomlin.
Well, he could kiss my ass. Fuck that prick.
No.
By the way, it's a good thing I didn't put my top 5, because when I found out Russ Wilson wasn't playing, I was like, okay, I gotta change it, because if Russ Wilson would have playing, then that would have been my top 5 because of what Sean Payton did to Russell Wilson.
Let me ask you this, guys. When they said Russell Wilson wasn't playing, was he still active last week against Pittsburgh?
He won't. I'll just say that he was on the sideline dressed.
I know that, but I'm saying.
Well, I'm trying to think. Was he
Deshaun Johnson and all them had a show this past week saying if the man is not active in playing, why is he in all his football pads and shit?
Right.
Like
I think he was okay to be the backup last week.
So is he the backup again this week then?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't think they called the quarterback up. So
no, I looked up. Justin Fields will be quarterback till week 3.
to week 3.
Okay, so basically Russell Wilson could play if he needed to be, but they're just holding him back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, D-Man.
I don't know if y'all heard last week, but after the game, Sean Payton, like he was defending Bo Nix because Bo Nix, he could have threw like 5 picks, so he took shots at receivers and all line. I feel like he threw them on the bus. But Sean Payton, he can fucking suck it. Give me the Steelers 21-14 shots to Ramon Dye and Sharon Mullen.
Yeah, shout out to those 2 women who were 15-1 last week. 15-1 in picks. Both of those Steelers girls were leading the pick'ems. 15-1.
I don't know what Sharon did, but I know Ramona picked Miami this past.
Sharon
Thursday,
picked Miami too, baby. Sharon
she
picked
picked the
Miami.
Patriots.
So now they're both 15-2.
Yeah. But I'm taking Pittsburgh to win. I like the 27-10. I like that score. I think the Pittsburgh defense still carries that way. I think the swagger in that stadium. I don't. Denver does have a great fan base, not like Atlanta. Denver will have fans. Denver will have fans in the stands. They won't let Pittsburgh overtake that crowd. So Denver will be out there in that stadium. So I'll take Denver to win that ball game. You better start howling. Interesting game here. Jets and Titans, Dennis. Oh my goodness. How you see this game being played? Jets and Titans. Jets are a 4-point favorite. They're playing in Tennessee. Tennessee had a hell of a damn defensive game against the Bears, but I think that was more of a rookie quarterback playing.
He ain't no rookie.
Who?
Well, Mayonnaise ain't no rookie.
Hell, man, ain't no rookie.
Williams, goddammit.
My bad. Those are my mayonnaise.
No. Mayonnaise puts mayonnaise in his coffee or whatever. That's pretty damn sick or whatever.
Mayonnaise got a mayonnaise deal.
Yeah.
I'm going with Ace. I'm gonna go that the Jets should win this joint 23-13. I'm gonna go with Ace on this one.
23-13. You taking the Jets and Aaron Rodgers and stuff like that, huh?
Yeah, because they need this one because Thursday they got to play against the Patriots, so they gotta get back. The saying going around that Aaron Rodgers hasn't started off 0-2 in his career. That's what they say.
Yes, that's what they saying.
But they also say that the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. So shit, I don't know, but that's what they say. You know what I mean?
Okay, Mr. Berry. All right, we'll go to the other Berry. Ron, what do you see this game?
Oh goodness.
What do you see this game, man?
I gotta go with Tennessee on this one.
Tennessee, huh?
Yeah. The same score Ace got. 23-13.
You taking Tennessee to do that one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ethan.
I got the Jets. They got to right the ship, so to speak, for the sake of the New York media and the sake of the fan base.
Right.
I got the Jets winning 28-24.
28-24 taking the Jets. How about you, D-Man?
You're on mute.
We can't hear you.
27. Jets 27-14, man.
There we go.
27-14. You're taking who?
Jets.
Yeah.
You're taking the Jets?
Yeah. Jets.
Okay.
Your audio is like you're catching every third word.
What? Your audio, you're like you're drinking. Yeah.
Well, this is going to be the Buck Flair upset special this week. This is the upset special this week. I think Tennessee is going to find a way to win this ball game, and it's going to be shocking for New York Jets fans that they lose this ball game. I can't imagine the media, the harassment, but I think Tennessee in that stadium coming off a Sunday night physical game against San Francisco, I think Tennessee actually plays a good game and puts points on the board also against this Jets defense. I didn't like the way the Jets they played good, but for some reason 49ers offense didn't look that good for some reason. I was kind of shocked that IU didn't have a big game. So I'm taking the upset
he didn't
here.
He didn't practice all summer.
Yeah, but
he
I'm
was
still
there.
saying. I mean, they showed him practicing at his house or whatever. You know what I mean? The man.
Yeah,
you know,
but
it's,
that's
it's
not the
just like
same as
routine.
not the same as being
Yeah.
in game shape. Look,
Uh,
that's not the
but-
same as being in game shape.
Tennessee has a pretty goddamn good defense. So I think Tennessee wins this ball game 31-24. Mayonnaise puts up some points on the big plays for out of Calvin Ridley. I let Calvin Ridley to get open in this ball game. Tony Pollard. I think Tony Pollard could have a great game out of the back, just like the guy from San Francisco tore up that Jets defense. Look for Pollard and Calvin Ridley to make a big play here. And Sauce Gardner, I don't know which guy he wants to play, if he's going to play D-Hop or if he wants to play Ridley. But I think Mayonnaise outduels Rodgers here.
And don't forget, they got the other wide receiver, but Flair.
Yeah, Tyler Boyd. But, I mean, that's beside the point. You know what I mean? But, yeah, he was always Washington, Cincinnati. He was always the guy that would catch somebody. But I just think that
San Diego State.
I just think Tennessee with that front four that they got, that guy in the defensive tackle, he's like one of the best ones in the NFL. I think his ass is going to be in that backfield a lot against Rodgers. One thing I noticed about Rodgers and Kirk Cousins both look kind of leary being pocket passers back there. Right. They look like they were trying to get rid of the ball quicker than what they wanted to be. Rodgers especially had the connection with Lazier, but he had time, and I think he felt comfortable with him. But Wilson was open several times, but he just didn't have the time to throw the ball to him.
But the tackle you talking about, but Flair, is he finally healthy? He was injured.
Simmons.
Yeah, when he got drafted, he was he had a foot injury.
He had a foot injury.
Yeah.
Well, the next fun game we're going to go to is it didn't make my top 5 game. I'm sorry, D-Man, if you got it in there. But we're talking about the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, I put that in my top.
I had a feeling you was going to put it in your top 5 game. I just said he's probably going to have this game. Everybody in America, because it's the only game that really comes on at 4:00. It's a Tony Romo special here. So D-Man, how you see this playing?
My goodness, I don't know what the fuck happened to Cody Rhodes last week. He did not throw a fucking touchdown against the Patriots. And the Bengals, they usually start on slow start. The defense, they're suspects. I mean, the Chiefs, Xavier Worthy was pretty good. I know they still got weapons. Their defense is suspect still. But I'm sorry, Blaze. Don't go hiding next week. But give me the Chiefs 26-21.
26-21. He's taking the Chiefs. All right, Ethan.
Well, no Higgins again. This may surprise everybody, and no, I'm actually not in any survivor pools, but this would be my lock of the week. I got
same as Buck Flair. This is my lock of the week too, as well. This is my lock of the week, Kansas City.
Close to what Ace's score is. I have 38-18.
38-18. Okay. Yeah, I have 34-17. It's my lock of the week. The Chiefs beating the Bengals and stuff like that. Joe Burrow is 1-9 over the last few years, starting out the season or whatever. So, and with them getting extra rest and stuff like that. Dennis, how you see this game? Chiefs and Bengals did not make my top 5 game of the week.
No, it ain't going to, because the Bengals start off slow every year. Damn. Yeah, they start off slow every year, and I'm just gonna have to let you know, Kansas City should walk right through this. I can see Xavier Worthy having a real big game, because Ace, who's in the chat, said that Hollywood Brown was coming back.
No,
he's out. He's out for the entire regular season.
I know. I'm just waiting
for the regular season. I thought he was on
IR. He's out for the regular season now.
Regular season. He's not coming back till at the very least mid-January.
No shit. I thought he was going to miss just 4 games.
No, he's out.
Oh wow, Hollywood Brown is out. Well, that don't matter, because Xavier Worthy fits that role pretty goddamn good, if he asks me.
But I was telling Ace. I was telling
Who
you.
you got, Dennis?
I told you I got Kansas City. I'm riding with you. That's all lock of the week.
The score,
Hey, that's
though.
in the score.
I said the same score you got, 34-13.
I got Kansas City 34-20.
34-20. I like that score.
By the way,
34-17.
what the fuck is Grandpa walking out for? I mean, he's getting his ass up. All that
Are we
shit.
going to get himself a drink? Because he ain't got. He don't have to. He don't have a flask
Jack
like
Daniels.
you.
Yeah.
Ace had 2 touchdowns, Ace. Wasn't just the end around. It was also that he caught a pass down the sideline.
Wide
open.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
so
he's really fast. He could get past the defender. He's really fast. No problem. I mean,
the next game before I get into my top 5 games is the Rams and the Cardinals playing in Arizona. Boy.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I like the Rams.
Me too.
I like the Rams to win this game 31-28. It's gonna be close though.
31-28 taking the Rams. Ron. Rams, huh?
27-17 Rams.
27-17
Rams.
Ethan.
Hey, we just played the Cardinals last week, and they kept it close. So and we're gonna see how the Rams do without Puka in the next little while. I'm taking Arizona to pull off the upset.
What?
30-27.
30-27. He's taking the Arizona Cardinals. This is D-Man's new team. His 4th team now. So what you got here, D-Man?
Yeah, the Rams, Mike Puka's gonna be out for a while. I know they got Cooper Kupp though. Like, come on, who really guard him? That's not some best cornerback guard him. I never seen that. All they saw was like a soft cornerback and slot cornerback. I don't see no best cornerbacks covering him, no matter what though. The defense, they're still missing Donald, Matthew Stafford. He did throw interception last week. They should have beat the Lions though. Lions got lucky last week. But no offense to you, Ethan. The Cardinals should have won last week. But I'm going to say upset special. Give me the Cardinals 28-23.
It's not an upset special, by the way.
Yeah.
What?
It's not an upset special, by the way. This game is a pick'em.
Wow, I'm fucking shocked.
The Rams not favored. It's a pick'em. The last I saw earlier this week or whatever. But what I do like in this ball game is that the Cardinals have not won in Arizona since 2014. So if I'm a head coach saying it's been 10 years,
he's right.
We got him on the
he's
ropes.
right.
They got no left tackle. They got no left guard. They got 1 wide receiver, 2 wide receivers, and they got old man Stafford in the pocket. And that's my job, is to play defense.
But they got defense.
Kyler Murray.
He's right. He's right. That's an even spread.
I got Kyler Murray in overtime, winning this ball game, getting the ball in overtime, and scoring a touchdown to win 30-24 over the Rams. I got the Cardinals in an upset. Not an upset. D-Man got me an upset, but to many it will be an upset.
You're right. It's a pick 'em. It's even.
But
it's
Flair, the Rams got verse from Florida State, and they got the D tackle. Right, from Florida State, right?
They need to be back there playing with Florida State because they ain't shit right now. They lost to Memphis today.
Yeah, ain't shit, but
they lost to Memphis today.
They should
have stayed in school.
But Florida State losing to Memphis?
Hey,
yeah,
this year.
Yeah, that was this year. And by the way, I know it was years ago, but shout out to Sean, because like he did predict the Cardinals beating the Rams, and Eric was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah.
Well, this could happen.
Yeah, I saw your
right now. Ethan, D-Man, and myself all have the Cards winning this ball game, so we'll see what happens to his team if the Rams start out 0-2.
I see Ace in the comments saying 41-10 Rams, but
yeah, he's got the Rams in the blowout. So let's get to the top 5 games of the week. I'm gonna start out with Tom Brady. Tom Brady is actually calling this ball game again. I don't know how he gets the Cowboys each week. His first 2 games starts, but number 5 game of the week is the Saints and the Cowboys. D-Man, this is your team. a team that is your team and a team that you really hate. You're playing in Dallas. How do you see this game going?
Before I get to the scores, can you go to the next person? Because I'll be right back.
All right, you got to go pee. All right, Ethan, who you got here?
You got to go fill up his flask.
Yeah.
Anyway, we really don't know how good the Saints are, or was it just because how bad the
Panthers were?
How bad the Panthers are. Exactly. Cowboys, I'm going to take the Cowboys at home. They just looked way too good last week. Now, granted, they were playing the Browns. We don't know how good they are, but
Browns defense still looked pretty good. They held Dak Prescott to 179 yards, so their defense still looked like it was pretty good. It's just that they couldn't move the ball offensively with Deshaun. So it's interesting to see. Yeah. So,
but I got the Cowboys winning. I think it'll be pretty close. I'm gonna go 31-24.
31-24, taking the Cowboys. All right, Ron, this is a team you both don't like, both these teams. Well, you got a tie here or what? You got a tie, 10-10?
No, I'll be good with Dallas on this one. Dallas showed me a lot last week. 27-20.
27-20, taking the Cowboys. How about you, Dennis?
I'm letting you know now.
Uh-oh.
You know it.
Uh-oh.
I'm taking the Saints.
Oh, boy. You got the Camara. You got the Camara shirt on now. Camara. Got the Camara shirt.
I'm taking the Saints. I'm taking no leans.
Uh-huh.
But I'm let you know, bet the under on this game. This game is going
the under?
This game is going to end 23-20.
23-20, huh? Taking the Saints to win by a field goal. Will's got them winning 34-31 in overtime, the Saints.
Yeah, the Saints looked good, Ace, but they were playing the Panthers. They suck.
Yeah.
But then nobody want to put the Saints in the power rankings. I said,
yeah.
You gotta wait till they prove something against the better team.
I had to research this game because of the fact that Dallas has a new defense.
Yeah, no, I ain't taking the under.
Okay, all right, D-Man. Now let me hear your philosophy on this one. Saints and Cowboys.
Oh, he had to get his jersey on.
There you go.
Oh boy, he got the Saints jersey on. Went and got the Saints jersey on.
I got Drew Brees.
You might well go set that on fire.
And by the way, since I was wearing Drew Brees, didn't step out, but yeah. Anyway, not trying to get all hyped up though, but it's kind of an interesting game. Clint Kubiak, offensive coordinator, Mike Zimmer, defense coordinator, Cowboys. They did coach Garrett Vikings, and Mike Zimmer, he knows the Saints very well because Minnesota Miracle. It is what it is. Playoffs, but
I didn't bring it up. But go ahead.
I'm trying to make my point though. Because
did.
It's storyline. That's why I did put that was my number 4 game. That's why I put that because I had fun. You was gonna put top 5.
Okay,
so I am taking the Saints though. Game. And guess what? I matched Dennis 23-20.
23-20. He matched Dennis with a match on that one too as well. I got Mike Zimmer being a key right here. I think he's played Derek Carr enough to over his time to play against him. He does cause him some trouble. I didn't realize that the linebacker for the Cowboys that didn't play last year, Overshawn or whatever.
Yeah, Overshawn.
He led the team. He led the team in tackles or whatever. So I'm glad to see that he's back fully healthy or whatever. So I don't like what happened to the Saints. I don't like the Lattimore and the left tackle is hurt. Breesy's hurt on the defensive line. So Dallas always plays good at home. So I'm gonna give it to the Cowboys here, 30-20. Even though Saints are gonna have their home jerseys on, they're gonna be dressed in black. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
They're gonna have the black jerseys on against the Dallas team. So yeah, my number 4 game of the week. Dennis, where you at? He's playing with his feet.
He kind of left out after I was wearing Drew Brees' jersey.
There he is. My number 4 game of the week. Where you at? My number 4 game of the week.
I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, where you should have put on your Jalen Hurts jersey or something like D-Man did.
Nah.
He went to the bathroom and came back with a Drew Brees. He drinking that. What are you drinking? What's that drink you drinking? What's it called? What you call?
White cognac.
White cognac. Is that made by white people or what?
Oh, well, we're not gonna answer that, but Flair.
All right, number 4 game of the week. What do you got?
Number 4 game.
This is number 4 game of the week, and here it is. I'm gonna say it right now. The San Francisco 49ers against the Minnesota Vikings. Number 4 game of the week. 49ers and Vikings. I'm going to say the same thing I said last year. San Francisco has not beat Minnesota since 1992 in Minnesota.
It's been that long?
Been that long.
Well, time to change.
Last year, the Vikings got me a big win last year. But anyway, Dennis, how you see this game being played?
This year, I think they still pull it off. 24-21, Minnesota.
Minnesota pulls it out 24-21. CMC is actually on IR now, so yes.
No, I mean that don't mean nothing.
Ron, how you see this game going?
The same score, but the 49ers will win.
49ers are winning. Yes, Sam Darnold is actually used to be with the 49ers all last year, so I'm interested to see what kind of details he takes. What kind of details he takes to face his former team. All right, Ethan.
Yeah, it's time to buck that trend. San Francisco wins 31-13.
31-13. Ooh, big win by the 49ers. D-Man.
Big win, come on. But the funny was, I did put the Niners and Vikings on top 5 because I know he was going to put there because I know how you are. I learned my lesson. But Niners, give me the 49ers, 24, Vikings, sorry, Stephanie, 10.
24-10, the 49ers. I got to be in a good high-scoring ball game. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be one of those games where they go back and forth. And I got the Vikings winning by a touchdown, 34-27.
You have to say that in that house.
Yeah.
No, I mean, this was a tough one. I mean, if you think about it, because 49ers did not look that good. They did not look that good on Monday night. And the Vikings defense looked so damn good, but they played the Giants. So we're going to see which team is about.
Wait. What do you mean the 49ers didn't look good? They blew out the Jets.
Yeah, but I mean, Brock Purdy didn't look nothing like he normally looked like against the Jets.
He didn't have to.
I mean, they got field goal.
Listen, the Jets didn't prove that they were going to score, so he didn't have to. Well,
I mean, to me, the only thing that looked good in that game is the running back for the San Francisco 49ers because they gave him the ball 28 times. He never ran that much in college.
I mean, the defense held Rodgers most of the game off the scoreboard, so.
Yeah, they held a 40-year-old quarterback coming off an Achilles injury off the scoreboard.
Everybody was hyping up the Jets. So now we're changing the narrative.
I didn't hype them up. I mean, I still had them going 9-8 or whatever. Let's see.
I'm trying to tell him, Ace.
Falcons and Eagles. Number 3 game of the week, Monday Night Football. Falcons and Eagles. Kirk Cousins comes back to Philly. Prime time.
Week 2, Kirk Cousins prime time. It's gonna be the same as it is.
Same old shit. I don't know how the hell they schedule this shit again.
Lost. That's how it's gonna go.
Philadelphia is getting a lot of rest. Ron, this is your team. How you see your team doing since y'all got $100 million guaranteed to this man?
Well, Philadelphia, number 1 wide receiver out.
Questionable. He's not out.
No,
Who's
he
that?
out.
Who's that?
He did not practice for the past 2
AJ
games.
Brown is listed as questionable.
Oh, okay.
It don't matter.
If he doesn't play, I got to bench him anyway.
I looked at it's going to be a real close game, but we're going to pull out the win. Yes, because my defense 18-17, and we win.
18-17.
Was Young Hoku gonna? What is Young Wei Koo gonna have a Chris Boswell game and kick 6 field goals?
Yeah.
18-17.
No, we're gonna shut down. We're gonna shut down that running game. We definitely would do that. So I'm not worried about Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
Y'all heard
all right, Dennis. How you
see? Tush Push is dead.
He on
Dennis, how you see? How you see this game going with Philly and Atlanta? Don's got them 18-17. What do you see?
I'm going 28-17. Eagles. Shout out to Red for giving me that number. 28-17.
Yeah, ain't shit.
Shout out to Red.
Yeah, ain't shit. You ain't shit.
We at the crib now, so it's gonna be a lot different.
Oh my goodness. All right, Ethan, what you see here?
Well, I got a question first. Maybe you changed your criteria, but I thought top 5 games couldn't be on Monday night.
Well, I mean,
no, he
I don't
got that
do the
last
Thursday
year,
night
though.
game.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I changed it last year. Yeah, so yeah, the Thursday night game. Since we don't do it no more. But yeah,
gotcha.
So yeah,
but this game, I'm taking Philly to win. It's just I don't care if AJ Brown's there or not. They can pull it off. I got the Eagles winning 27-20.
27-20 the Eagles. How about you, D-Man?
Damn it, Ethan! Before I get scores, I need AJ Brown's playing because I have him on my fantasy team. Not only that, I dropped him the first round, though. But if you think he's not gonna play, you can always try to pick up Philly receiver. So, well, I got other receivers I can use, but anyway, you got Dennis's team versus Ron's team. You got Georgia players on the Eagles, and we got 2 Falcons fans in the StreamYard. But I don't know what happened to Shigo's defense last week. I mean, they fucked up my fantasy points.
Man, I gotta say this: they who we thought they were.
Exactly.
Their defense in trash.
But yeah,
we'll see. We'll see against Kirk Cousins.
Let's be about Kirk Cousins. Last year, week 2.
I mean secondary. My bad.
Yeah, you're good. Kirk Cousins last year, week 2 against the Eagles when it was the Vikings. But I was so damn close to match with Ethan. I got the Shaghouse 27-21 and overtime.
Overtime.
Nice. Oh,
yeah, 27-21.
Overtime. Oh shit! In overtime. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game on Monday night again. The only thing about it is it's going to be the Eagles scoring. 34-23 over Atlanta. I got Saquon Barkley. Ron brought up a good point. Has never beat the Falcons. He's 0-2 against the Falcons. He's rushed the ball 30 times and got 90. He's never ran over 100 yards against the Falcons, and he's lost both times to the Falcons. But that's when he was with the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now he's with the Eagles, and I just don't know if this is going to be a game where is Kirk Cousins going to actually do something in prime time? I mean, he's only won maybe one game in prime time. You know what I mean?
One.
So that's one thing that's really kind of hesitant about picking them or whatever. So yeah.
I think he was rusty that game because we did not play our starters. And
plus, he hasn't played since week 8 last year.
Right. So
yeah,
I think this a bounce back game. That's what I think.
Well, let's hope so. We're gonna have to cut a check for $1 to send to you so you can get you a Kirk Cousins check.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
I'll write you a Ron Thomas check for $1 to go down there to the Walmart and get you a Kirk Cousins jersey down there in Atlanta.
Yeah, he should have met Flair.
Hey, by the way, the funny thing is about the Falcons and Eagles, that was my number 3 game.
That was your number 3 game?
Big John
My
going
number
to
2 game. My number 2 game of the week is the Bears and the Texans on Sunday Night Football.
What the
That is my
fuck?
number 2 game.
Where
What
they
the-
playing at?
Bears and the Texans
Where they playing at?
on Sunday Night Football. Yes, go
So,
ahead.
Houston.
They're playing in Houston.
They're playing in Houston. Yes.
I really want to know how's that top 5. I gotta really know.
Thank
this.
you. That's what I need to hear that too.
You want to know why it's top 5?
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially number 2.
Okay. We got the Chicago Bears defense, who scored all their points pretty much last week.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Houston, who's known for offense with C.J. Stroud and Stephon Diggs and Nico Collins and Tank Dell, Joe Mixon and the group. We got an offense going against a defense. Do you know this stat right here? The last time the Chicago Bears won in Houston was when they had the great defense that won in the Super Bowl. And that was in 1986. The Chicago Bears beat Houston. That's the only time. That's the last time they beat Houston was 1986.
Now you missed one thing about Flair.
And
that when they were still
that
was still the Houston
Bears defense.
That was still the Houston
they were still the Houston
right?
Oilers. Yes, they were still the Houston Oilers. And that's the last time they beat them in Houston.
Well, then Buck, that history is the Titans. That ain't the Texans.
Well, that's Houston. That's Houston.
Yeah, it's not the same franchise, but all right.
But in Houston, I'm talking about in Houston, in the city of Houston. Last time the Bears won was 1986. And the reason why I had this number 2 game of the week is because Houston has a good defense too as well.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago has
and their
defense.
offense is legit.
And now we get to see how the NFL, Chris Collinsworth, is going to broadcast Caleb Williams to the rest of the country. I want to see how
he's gonna have fun going.
I want to see
CJ Stroud.
I want to see what he does in front of all these millions of fans and all these Bear fans, and I want to see exactly what's going to happen in this ball game. And I actually don't think it's going to be a shootout. No way. I think it's actually going to be one of those games where it's going to be a close game defensively, because you might have the Bears defense able to shut down the Texans offense, but you might have the Texans defense shutting down the Bears offense. But anyway, who you got here, Ethan? I see blowout by Will.
Say, I'm kind of there too. I mean, I'm sorry, but you said it won't be a shootout. No, it's gonna be a blowout.
It's gonna be a blowout.
I got Houston winning 35-15.
35-15. He's taking a blowout. Houston. I see Ace had 35-17. Houston. D-Man, how you see this game being played out?
I really don't know why the fuck is on saying not football. Ponies get hard as fuck BS. But
What?
I don't know what he said, boy, but he sound like he sound like
hey.
Well, I tell you, it sounds like he just got finished doing a square dance.
You might need to come out.
I don't know what
go
the
out
fuck
and come in.
I told you about giving him some liquor.
What the hell, D-Man?
Liquor shouldn't affect his speaker unless he dumps them on it.
No,
I don't know what happened to him.
He
sound like Mr. Magoo. And I don't know what happened in the shit. I'm like, what the hell, D-Man?
While we're waiting for him, I will mention. I think that this is the game. Why I have him in a blowout. I think this is the game that the Texans put the world on notice that they're one of the best teams.
Well, now Dalton's laying on his back in his bed and shit. Got Ted in the bed with him. D-Man, are you able to talk or what?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, you sound all right now. So go ahead and give us your prediction on the Houston and Bears game, even though you did it in Chinese a while ago. Let's try to get it in English this time.
Fucking crazy hard. Anyway,
too much Dr. Pepper and mudslide.
Hey, OG, funny thing is, bro, I had one Dr. Pepper today, but as I was so fucking what I was trying to fucking say was, how the fuck is that game is on Sunday Night Football? That don't make no fucking sense. But it's a bunch of bullshit. Give me the Texans 75.
All right, bring it
75.
down, Dalton.
Come on now.
You heard him.
Come back.
75. You heard
Come back to earth.
75. You heard him.
Come back to earth.
75.
Come back
I'm
to
gonna have to
earth,
bring my
Dalton.
flask. I'm gonna have to bring my flask out next week now.
27-17.
27-17. That sounds like a good Ron Thomas score. Ron, how you see this Houston and Bears game going?
You forgot to say they got Houston got a top 5 pass rusher this offseason. Hunter, he gonna get 3 sacks in this game. 27-17. Houston.
27-17. He got same score as D-Man. He matches Ron. You ain't drinking though. That's the problem. All right, Dennis. How you got this game? Come on, Dennis. Give it to us.
I'm gonna have to
I think this is stunned at the way I was acting with this whole drinking.
I think I'm gonna have to say it. I'm taking the Bears. That's right.
Ooh.
The Bears.
Ooh,
Bears are gonna win this game 28-24.
24.
Your favorite guy, CJ
How do you
Stroud, throws
you
an interception to end the game.
okay? But how do you see the Bears putting up 28?
You'll watch the game just like I watch it in prime time.
I'm trying to get you to predict how that was going to happen, but all right.
How you doing?
Well, we got Houston and their survivors, Dennis. So I hope.
Who the hell got Houston in the survivor?
I told you my guy he switched from the Colts to the Houston today.
Oh,
he went to Houston.
Man, never mind. Take all that shit back. Never mind. We going with Houston. God damn, man. I had no fun.
We'll try to bet you too, everybody. All right. I got Texans winning a close game, low scoring game, 20-10. I hope it proves me wrong, but I think it'll be 20-10. Houston win the ball game. I wouldn't be surprised at halftime if we're sitting here going, "Oh my God, it's only 10-3," or what's going on? You know what I mean? Oh, defensive game. Everybody be bored and shit because they expect CJ Stroud and Diggs and all them. Diggs does not play good against Chicago, by the way. He does not have a. Even though he was with Minnesota all those years, he's not had many good games against the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, but he shows
and of
up.
course,
he shows up.
And of course, my
game.
number one game of the week is a repeat of last year's playoff game. And it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Detroit Lions. That's my number one game of the week this week. Yeah, Baker and Goff.
I'm give me Baker Mayfield for the win. 31-28 Tampa.
Ooh, quick.
I honestly, after watching that game last week with the Lions and the Rams pissed that game away. They're supposed to run the ball and make them use them timeouts, and they didn't do it. So I don't see Tampa Bay making that same mistake. I actually see them coming out and winning this game 28-31.
Wow. How about you, Ron?
28-20.
Lions. Okay, 28-20. Ethan.
Let me get back to my picks. I don't want to mess it. Come back to me.
Come back to you. All right, I'll come back to you. All right, D-Man.
Okay. Question. Y'all really hear me? Because I don't fucking trust StreamYard. All this.
Nope. We can hear
you right now. Right now, you are coherent.
Games,
and you are
mid games and 3 bad games.
Oh, wait a minute. Your voice went out again.
Yeah.
I fucking hate StreamYard.
Okay. Oh shit.
You there?
Okay. Are you back?
You back?
You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. This is your mom speaking. I can hear you now.
Yeah.
This is your mom speaking. I can't hear you now.
This Darth Vader. I am your father.
No, I don't want to do that because James Earl Jones passed away this week.
He just passed away.
Anyway,
R.I.P.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
I don't want to do that. But anyway, D-Man, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me right?
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Okay, go ahead and talk about it. Let's go.
But both defense are suspects. Let's not forget, they got both good offense. Both secondaries are suspect. Ironically, Carlton Davis against your former team. But I know they got Hayden Hutchinson for the Lions. I mean, secondary, they couldn't stop Cooper Kupp last week. But it is going to be my high-scoring game. Give me the Lions 35-34.
Ooh, good score right there. I like that. 35-34 Lions and stuff. All right, Ethan.
34-28 Lions.
34-28 Lions. And of course, I just think both teams are so banged up. Our defense sucks. Is Detroit going to run the fucking ball? That's going to be the story here because Jared Goff averages 380 yards against Tampa Bay's defense. I don't know if you knew this or not. He's thrown for over 500 yards against Tampa Bay's defense before.
Damn.
And he's when he was with the Rams, he's never lost to Tampa Bay. Well, I take that he lost one time to Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston beat him 55-40 in the shootout there in LA, and that was just because he turned the ball over 4 times or whatever. Well, but that's the game he passed for like 500 yards against. But he's got like 11 or 12 touchdowns and only 1 interception against Tampa Bay. So he is like a Bucks killer because of the fact that his offensive line gives him plenty of time to see the field. Amon St. Brown, I wouldn't be surprised to see him be back in the 100-yard game.
He didn't do nothing last week.
Yeah, because the Rams shut him. They went after double coverage with him too as well. So
that was the Jameson Williams show. Shout out to Alabama.
The what do you call it? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive coordinator is a former Rams assistant under he was there with the Rams with Baker Mayfield. So Liam Cohen. So he runs the same type of deal with the Rams. So it'd be interesting to see how the same matchup that the Detroit and the Rams had this past week, how this game plays out this week. It's going to come down to see exactly if which team runs the ball. Detroit had over 100 yards rushing last year. Tampa Bay did not run the ball well in the playoffs. They relied on Baker Mayfield a lot to try to win that ball game in the playoffs. Laporta had a great game against Tampa Bay last time in the playoffs. He had a good game. Mike Evans had, of course, eight catches, 140-something yards, and 2 touchdowns against Detroit in the playoffs last year.
Where y'all playing?
I'm interested to see. Dalton made the best point of all. He said they had one wide receiver for the Rams, Cooper Kupp, and they couldn't shut him down. If Puka wouldn't have got hurt, I would have been interested to see if Detroit wouldn't have won that ball game because their secondary was all over the place. They got they got the kid that used to be there. Who was the safety that used to be with the Saints?
Johnson.
Yeah, Chauncey Gardner Johnson, whatever his name was. It seems like they're missing the maturity leader back there in the secondary for Detroit. So they had the rookie guy, Terrion. Was the rookie guy playing back there, Terrion Arnold, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Who they drafted or whatever. So they had a rookie guy playing. You got Carlton Davis. He got injured, but then he got back in there. That's his problem with Tampa Bay. He always got injured. And then the safety is out. They lost one safety this week, and they got Kirby Joseph, the other safety, playing. So it's just going to be a matter of fact of is this going to be a game where Detroit is just wins it just because they got the Tampa Bay's number the last few years, or is this going to be a game where Baker Mayfield shows out? And I got him Baker Mayfield showing out, and I got this game being 42-38, highest scoring game of the week.
See, I don't see that, but because y'all lost y'all OC, he went the Panthers now, so
that's good. That's good.
Is
That's
it
good.
though?
Is it?
I mean, look at Baker. Baker had 4 touchdowns passing because he's running the same kind of offense as the Rams did. So I think it's good.
All right.
Jalen McMillan is our rookie. He's a rookie out of Washington. He's our third wide receiver. He's a beast too as well. He's been playing. He caught a touchdown pass too last week, so he's another one that's going to be open out there. The only thing we don't have going for us right now is
Kirby Joseph's a starter.
Right, but Kirby Joe started, but the other guy is out. He's got a weird last name, Ikifi Malafaku or whatever for the Lions. He's out. The other safety. The other safety for the Lions. He's out. So Tampa Bay doesn't have Antoine Winfield. We don't have our 2 defensive tackles playing. We don't have our right tackle playing this ball game. So we got a lot of injuries. We got a lot of injuries on that on our team, and Detroit just didn't look good against the Rams, in my opinion. So
y'all safety playing? Y'all safety, but Flair is
Antoine Winfield is out. He's out.
See that another one.
So, yeah. But also you got to remember we picked up Whitehead. So Whitehead he led the team in tackles last week. So we got him back. He was on the Super Bowl team, so he knows how to call the defense. And but it's all going to be about, can we stop the big play of Gibbs, and can we stop Laporta, and can we stop Amon St. Brown? I don't think so. I think they're going to put up points. I think we're going to put up points. I think Goff might turn the ball over. I think Baker might turn the ball over. Which one gives up the most turnovers? But I think it's going to be a high fun scoring game. And I think they should have made it Tom Brady game. I wish Tom Brady would have called this ball game, but since it's on Fox, he went with the Saints and the Cowboys instead. So go figure. I don't understand why he didn't get to call that ball game.
It's gonna be I think it's gonna be a shootout, like you just said.
I got to be in the shootout.
But I think Detroit Lions gonna win the game.
But if Tampa Bay does win this ball game, it will put a lot of pressure on Atlanta on Monday Night Football, because to go down 0-2, not good, Ron. After you invested $180 million and you picked up all these guys to win a championship, Justin Simmons and Matthew Judon.
Why you hating, bro, Flair? Y'all did the same thing with Tom Brady. Why you hating?
I'm just saying what we won. That's the bottom line. We won. We didn't lose.
Okay, so
you know what I mean?
But you crazy, boy.
But I'm saying to go down 0-2 in Atlanta, you guys are going. You know who you play next week?
Yeah, Kansas City.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You play Kansas City at home.
Hey, they could have got beat by Baltimore, like Dennis said. They barely won that game. So Kansas City can be beat.
Well, I think everybody's going to get beat this year. That's what everybody's saying. It's hard to go undefeated. I mean,
right. So,
but it's hard to three-peat too as well.
Right. So do you really trust Kansas City to three-peat this year?
I don't. I don't.
It's really hard. I never seen.
I don't.
You got Joe Burrow.
I've never seen a team three-peat, and I don't think Dallas came close, but San Francisco went out and bought Deion Sanders and stopped him from doing it.
Right.
So they came close, and they, new coach too came in. Switzer came in, so they came close. But that's the last time I can actually say that I think a team could have three-peated was the Cowboys. Right. 49ers had a great shot, but they hurt Joe Montana in the playoff game. The Giants did, but they went on to win the Super Bowl. Same thing with the 49ers. They went on to win the Super Bowl when they knocked them out too as well. So, So anyway, oh boy, I mean, I pray, like Dalton says, everybody's tired of seeing Kansas City in Super Bowl. I'm impressed so far with Buffalo, the way they responded, because of the critics not saying that they were going to be any good, and all of a sudden now their defense looked good. Their the running game's the key right there. The running game's the key. If you can get Cook going, it opens up a lot of things. They still need to get a premier wide receiver, though. That's the only problem that's going to hurt Buffalo. They got to get a premier wide receiver.
No,
they don't get they don't get a premier wide receiver. You can't win. You can't win in the league championship without a premier wide receiver.
I think they got one. Coleman going to be a monster for them, and they got.
We don't need one when we got multiple ways to beat you.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think Buffalo's
We
going to
can
be
win.
good.
We can win in a passing fest. We can win by running the ball down their throat like we did with the Dolphins.
Where he came from?
Georgia.
Okay, thank you.
Well, they got Kincaid at tight end. I mean, he's a good tight end. He's had lackluster performance the last 2 weeks, though. I'm kind of disappointed in him. I thought he would.
Well,
He would.
that's the thing.
Be
Our
more of a
defense,
breakout.
our offense is not our offense is not predicated on one person. It's the
No
whole
more
team.
because Diggs gone.
And Diggs, yeah, you're right. KC didn't have a premiere last year.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got a premier, all right. His name is Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he can do it all.
No, you're talking about premier receiver. You said a premier wide receiver, sir.
Yeah, Rashid Weiss is not bad. He's not bad. He's proven himself in this first game, and he could be a number one wideout.
I say if he's not suspended this year, he's going to end up getting suspended next year.
Well, he probably will. I agree with you on that one.
No, I mean, but yeah, the Bills don't have to beat you a scoring fest. We can shut the teams down like we have to.
They get Milano. Milano comes back. Milano comes back next week, I believe.
No. Milano's out till like
what? January?
December. January.
Oh, really? So Milano's and then you lost your other linebacker though, didn't you? Didn't Bernard
for
get
a few weeks.
hurt?
They haven't put him on IR, so hopefully that's a good sign.
Okay. So, yeah, I saw Bernard. Bernard got hurt. Yeah.
Will
Williams.
Yeah, we're down to our backup linebackers, but I mean,
right.
Baltimore. I think Baltimore gonna make some noise this year. I mean, the Bills. My bad. I think the Bills gonna. People are sleeping on the Bills. I think they're going to.
Why not? I mean, why are you sleeping on the Bills? They won the division the last 4 years in a row.
They called Josh Allen.
Aaron Rodgers.
They voted Josh Allen as overrated. I mean, they were counting. They were counting the Jets or the Dolphins to win the division, all that garbage. Right. So yeah, I mean, they were counting the Bills to have a quote unquote rebuilding year.
I think the Bills going to do something.
I do got a question since Will put in the comment about Rice was suspended. Do y'all think he didn't get suspended because he's a Chiefs? Because the Chiefs, or it might be different?
I think it's because of the legal process hasn't finished yet.
Okay. Yeah, the commissioner's really good about letting the process play out, like with Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison hasn't been suspended yet neither, and everybody here in Minnesota thinks he's going to be suspended once he has his court hearing in October. They think his ass is going to be suspended. Some people have got him going 6 games. Some people have him probably going 4 games.
Right. I heard 3 games he's going to get.
So, yeah. So, but hopefully by that time, TJ Hockenson will be back for him at tight end because he's been on the – yeah. So, yeah. But anyway anything else to add, Dennis? Everybody have a great Sunday. I will say that. I appreciate everybody coming on again this week. Yeah. We do not play the Broncos. We play the Broncos next week, I believe. I think we don't play Philadelphia until
the week after.
2 weeks.
But next week, Tennessee plays Oklahoma.
So do we?
Tennessee plays Oklahoma. But anyway, Malt Liquor will be in 2 weeks. Malt Liquor.
You just went right by that. You're supposed to be up on that, man. Come on, man. Tennessee plays Oklahoma.
They're not saying much.
But anyway, we're going to do Malt Liquor in a couple weeks. To be doing Tampa Bay. When Tampa Bay in the I don't even want to get into Tyreek situation. That to me was kind of stupid. The cops he's already been on administrative leave. Nobody should yank anybody. What gets me about the media is that you go back to Indiana, 18-year-old girl. Same situation that happened to her back in January. She got pulled over for speeding 37 and a 30. She had a tail light out, and the cop did not have his body cam on until actually he ripped her out of the car, unbuckled her seatbelt after 90 seconds asking her to show her the ID. When he ripped her out of the car, she had her ID in her hand. It fell on the ground. Nobody talks about these stories. And then he threw her down on the ground. Then he turned his body cam on and said that, I asked you a reasonable question to show me your ID. It's the same situation. You should not rip nobody out of a car for speeding or whatever like that like they did. So
Right.
Good
My
thing.
thing with your story there, and it's very well could have happened, but usually body cams, when you turn them on, it records the last 2 minutes, like the last 2 minutes.
What? It don't
Well,
record everything. It
they
just
don't record everything, but like you said, Tyreek said even in the situation where he was on the thing, and I posted a picture of the cop had his arm
Right.
around his neck, trying to push him down to the ground, and he said he was pitching him in the back, trying to get him down on the ground, just to sit down on the ground. So we were both mad. We were like, "Are you kidding me?" Because it happened right here. It happened in right before the game. You saw people driving to the stadium. You saw people out with their phones on
I
Facebook
mean,
showing the video.
they even put Calais Campbell in handcuffs too, because he.
And they were
Yeah.
trying to put tight end in handcuffs too.
Smith.
And the only thing I will say in this situation is that if these cops would have been white, I think it'd have been a bigger noise. But since they're both Hispanic cops or whatever that did this stuff, both of them, I just, you've got minority on minority here. So
Right.
basically,
At least
I hate
one
to
is,
say it.
but
Yeah, I
You
hate to
right.
say it. It's just going to be probably thrown under the bus, and Tyreek's going to have to do things, and these officers, probably one of them is going to be let go. I could see the guy that's been there for 27 years.
They
Taking the
talk
one that
about
pulled him
both
over.
of them.
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
both need to go.
That's what I
In my
heard
opinion,
today.
yeah. I think everybody that was there as a cop needs to go, in my opinion, because
Right.
they both didn't follow the law, because you
Right.
don't need 5 motorcycle cops on a speeding violation to show up. And then next thing you know, it turned into, I believe what they say, they knew who he was. The fact that they just try to treat him like shit, in my opinion, because I mean, they knew he was. He's driving a $250,000 car, and you don't follow my orders, and that's one thing you learn as a police officer. You can't use your authority like that anymore. Ever since the George Floyd thing happened, you cannot come out and use your authority like yank somebody out of the car like they did. They can't. You
Right.
cannot yank somebody out of the car like he did over a speeding violation. You know what I mean? And he was
Right.
still talking on his phone
Right.
to his agent. He's
The
like,
phone
Drew,
failed.
The Drew
they
Rosenhaus,
arrested
yeah.
me or whatever. And
And
I hate the fact that
he told Calais Campbell, he said, call my agent.
yeah, and Ace is right. The job of a police officer is to this skill, whatever it says, fucking
disengage.
Right there, I can't read it.
Disengage.
Yeah. It's basically to not make the situation worse than it already is.
Disengage
they
or
made it worse.
de-escalate or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, de-escalate. They made it worse than what it actually was or whatever. So yeah. So the same thing.
Ace is also right. That's not that officer's first time doing this nonsense.
Right.
Yeah. The funny thing, and like I said, in Indiana,
You're
the
right,
girl,
Ace.
the girl's parents got the video surveillance from the police, from the gas station, because she was pulled into a gas station when this happened. They got the surveillance subpoena from the gas, and they posted.
Oh,
he might
not
YouTube.
have the thing in Indiana.
They posted on YouTube, and they fired the white cop. They fired the town hall had so many fucking people threatening the town hall and all the people in there that they actually fired the white cop, because their excuse was that he had a background that he shouldn't have been a cop anyway. They didn't want to go to court over it. So they ended up dropping all the charges. They dropped the girl's resisting arrest or failure to show ID. They dropped the district attorney dropped all the charges against her for that shit. And so they fired the cop. So this is why I'm saying you've already got one case that happened in Indiana this year.
Right. Granted, as Ace was saying, I mean, Tyreek could have handled the situation better too, but I mean, when he handed it, I'm sorry, when you get pulled over for a speeding ticket or whatever sort of ticket, usually, and not always, but usually you leave your window down so they can come back and talk to you. And he put his window right back up. And I mean, I understand they said why he did it, so they didn't cause more of a distraction from people driving by.
Right.
And stuff. But still, I thought he was
doing the way it looked like the way they played it out was that he was doing 100 miles an hour or something. He was only doing 60. He was doing 60 miles an hour. I don't know how far that was over the over the limit there wherever he was driving
I'm not
to.
sure what the
But
speed limit was.
the camera does not show that Tyreek rolled his window completely down in the beginning and handed the officer his license or whatever. And then he said, "Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do." And he rolled his window up. And then that's when the officer did not
kept
like
knocking
that.
on the
So
window, knocking on the window.
started banging on the window and said, "Roll your window, roll your window down."
Yep.
Now here's the lawyers. Here's the lawyers getting involved. Here's the lawyers getting involved.
Right.
Here's the lawyers getting involved. The lawyer said the officer did not say roll your window down completely. He just said he rolled his window down half away, about this far from the top. But then they didn't like the fact that he did do that. And that's when the other officer said, "Fuck this shit. I'm going to ask you to get out of the car now." But it took 18 minutes for him to write his speeding. The supervisor, when he showed up on the stand, he said, "Have you started writing the speeding ticket for this guy?" And he hadn't even started it yet. He's still bullshitting.
That's the problem with these guys. They get the power trip. And they're so worried about.
Then Will just said no seatbelt. What gets me is the guy had tinted windows on, and he's gonna say, "Where your seatbelt at?" But how do you not know he didn't have a seatbelt on when he was driving?
Right. Maybe when he pulled over, he had to take his seatbelt off so he could reach in his back pocket and get his wallet out.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, where your seatbelt at? I mean, to me, that was already obviously because he was already. To me, that was already like, what the hell? Did you pull him over for a seatbelt violation? I mean, the guy had.
And the thing that gets me is when they did the when they got the ticket, because they showed the picture of the ticket, when they put that on social media or whatever. It was they didn't even it wasn't even a radar gun sort of thing. It said it was a visual approximation of 60 miles an hour.
Wow. Yeah. See,
I'm like, are you
because
serious?
he was driving a $250,000 car too? You know what I mean? So
how the hell? I'm sorry, but how the hell do you know that he actually did that?
But I really think that the cop, the one that had the black sleeves on, I think he just was itching to just.
He was trying to. I think Buck was right. I mean, he knew it was Tyreek Hill, and he wanted to take him down a notch.
He just was trying, basically, make a name for himself. You see what I'm saying?
Well, he got a name for himself. He's gonna get his ass fired
already.
Right. So I
hope they fire every damn one of those cops that showed up, because if you're a cop and you see what was going on, you shouldn't have put your hands on him like you did, and you shouldn't have went up to Calais Campbell. The one cop made you're creating a disturbance. You're blocking the traffic on the road. And I'm just like, what the hell? I mean, he's pulled off the side of the fucking road and shit. And he's wondering what the hell's going on himself. And then what's his name? The tight end showed up too as well, but he didn't get arrested.
They were riding together, I think.
Were they riding together?
Yeah.
So
same SUV.
I didn't find that out till later. I said Juno Smith showed up too as well.
Yeah,
so it was funny as hell.
And they were trying to arrest him too. They were like,
they luckily when as soon as he walked into the Miami precinct, they said they released him ASAP because he had a game to go to. So it must have been somebody like that knew him and just said, "Oh shit, let him go. He's got a ball game to go to or whatever. It's just a speeding fucking violation."
Not Tyreek said, to the public.
Take me to jail. Take me to jail. So yeah.
But he was like, do what you need to do. That's what he said when he was in his car. He was like, do what you need to do. I'm late.
And the funny thing about all this is just I'm thinking about here we are having a presidential election on Tuesday. We got the same situation going through. The only problem is that we got Hispanic on black crime instead of a white person on black crime. So now the media's kind of shushed it up because, it's Hispanics and it's not white guys doing it. But white guy did it to a white girl in Indiana in January. We didn't hear nothing about this, but now we can relate from the Tyreek Hill story to the Indiana.
To be honest with you, that happened in January, Buck?
January, yes.
That's September, and that's September, and that's the first I've heard of it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly. I had to research it because I like to do these things. I had to research to say, has an officer ripped a person out of a speeding violation, and next thing you know, it popped up in Indiana in January. It happened to an 18-year-old kid who was a female, and the white cop took her seatbelt off, and he ripped her out of the car and threw her down on the ground and shit. Then he turned his body cam on after he had done, he said he'd asked her this question. Then he turned his body cam on.
But
So you can look at it. I don't know if it's still up on
me
but
is why they did. The thing that gets me with that is why they didn't ask to see the dash cam of the car, because the dash cam of the damn car is running all the time.
Right.
Yeah. So basically, like I said, when he got her in the car, he had a body cam, he had the talking going on. He says, well, the reason why I did that was because you failed to give me your ID. And the girl was just like, I was giving you she never been arrested, never been pulled over. Her father said that she was shaking in her boots because she'd never been pulled over and never had a citation. She's like a big, one of those high school students that do good in school and stuff like that. And she was just, basically cop ripped her out. I think it might still be on YouTube. You can Google it. Indiana cop rips teenager out of the car. I don't know if it still is up on YouTube, but you can Google it and see it. And you watch the video. I watched the video and I was just like, are you kidding me? Because the guy opened up the car door and he's like, she had to, he opened up the car door and he's talking to her. And next thing you know, boom, he just grabs her and rips her right out of the car and throws her down on the ground. I'm like, holy shit, over a speeding fucking ticket and your tail light being out.
But
it's crazy.
But Flair, the sad part, when the police officer get fired, they had to go somewhere else and get another job as a police officer. That the sad part.
These cops don't do that when they get fired like this. When it gets in the media like this, they're not able to. You know what I mean? So they're not these guys down in Miami, when they get released and they get fired, they're not going to be able to work nowhere because trust me, I think the NFL and the power that the NFL has, the way that they were treated down there.
Thank you. Sticking with I-Team 8 now.
Sorry. Yep, I just saw it. I just found it.
You just found it? You found it? Yeah. So if you watch the video.
It just said it.
Vivian Augustus.
Yes.
She was still a high school. She was still a high school senior.
Yeah, exactly.
She hadn't even graduated yet.
No, hadn't even graduated yet. Nope. Yeah. And it's funny how we never heard this story. We never got to see this story after all the George Floyd and all the cops being abusive and shit like this. And that's what Tyreek said in his press conference. He says, what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill?
Right.
And you hear other lawyers talk about it and they go, well, if this is a carjacking, the cops if it's a carjacking, you would see 4 or 5 cops pull up on the scene and they would ask the person to get out of the car. It wouldn't be like, show me your ID. They would ask them to get out of the car because they don't know what's going on inside the car. But since it was just a speeding violation, they overreacted this whole situation and took advantage of their authority. You can hear the cops saying, you need to listen to what we say, pretty much, motherfucker. Stop being a baby. I think that's what he said to his ass or whatever.
Right. He was like, I don't give a damn you had surgery on your knee. I'm like, how you gonna choke the man out like this? Basically.
Are you watching it? Are you watching it, Ian? Are you watching the video? Mm-hmm. Did you see the cop pull the girl out of the car yet?
Well, they're showing the security cam from the convenience store.
Gas station. Yeah.
I actually have seen that video multiple times.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about it until.
Will's watching it right now. He said he's watching the video too of it right now. Yeah, the cop obviously supposedly had a background that he shouldn't even been on the police for. Yeah, and he just basically just like literally. Did you when you watch the video, you're like, holy shit! He rips that young 18-year-old girl out of the car
and then slams her right on the ground, puts his knee in her back, and I'm like,
yes,
what?
Exactly.
For what?
Yes, exactly. For speeding and having a tail light out or whatever. Yes.
Fearful of his life.
Fearful of his life from an 18-year-old girl that hadn't even finished high school yet.
It's sad. It's very sad that.
Yeah. Will just said he said, wow, he slammed her on the ground. Yeah, because he's watching the video too and everything. But yeah. But it never would have been. Yeah. Yeah, but thank goodness the parents actually subpoenaed the video from the gas station and got the video and they posted it. They posted it on YouTube or whatever. They did. Yeah, the parents posted it. Parents posted on video and they brought it out. And this when the death threat started happening to the town council and the police chief and all that stuff and everything like that. So yeah.
They better get that man out of there.
Oh, they did. They fired him. They fired him 4
No,
months later.
I'm
They fired
talking about
him.
out of that area because you
Yeah, I
know
don't
how.
know.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know how, and I'm not enough in tune to know. But I mean, there's some point. There's got to be enough, mental health checks before you become a cop
Right.
to hopefully alleviate this, because this is happening too far. That these cops take it too far all the time.
Yeah, and it's just like it's crazy, and that's why I couldn't be a cop. You know what I mean? I seen too many old cop shows when they used to pull over people on the interstate, and they would walk up to them and they would get shot. And I said, "Ain't no way in hell I would do that as a cop. I would sit in my car.
I know your guards up at. I know your guards
I'd be
up
like,
as being.
I'd be like Dirty Harry. I'd be like, get out of the car, motherfucker. I don't care if it's a female, a male, or nothing. I ain't walking up on no car.
Sure, like I said, I mean,
get out of the car,
sure,
put your hands up in the air.
they're
Yeah.
on their defense when they're coming up to the car, because you don't know what you're coming up to.
Exactly.
But if you get up there and you get up there and you see it's
when I grew up back in the day, how many cops, when they walk up on somebody, would get shot, and then they would pull off and leave them right there, just being cops. You know what I mean?
What I'm saying is that I think that they need to they need to have something, because this is absolutely.
I think Ace is right. They need to have better training.
Oh, I mean, they need to right now.
When you pull over somebody,
they need to
when you pull over somebody, you should be talking to your main operator there. You know, like, hey, I got such and such license plates. And I've been pulled over in this town I live in before, and they let me go because they gave me a warning. Said, hey, you know why we pulled you over? I said, no. He said, your brake lights are out. I said, oh, okay, blah 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 blah. And it's like. And you just say, well, get your brake lights fixed tomorrow, be on your way. Just a small town. Everybody knows each other. But yeah, if I was in the city, they'd been like, well, let me look at your car. They might have said, your tail lights out, give me reasonable cause to search your car and stuff.
Wow.
What have you been doing tonight and all this kind of stuff or whatever. So yeah. But
you fell all over again. And the OJ,
we're ruining Dalton's buzz right now. He's like totally focused on everything we're saying. Like, okay, I am totally whacked out of it right now, Buck Flair. Even Ted's got me all. He's drinking water. That's a good sign. He's drinking water. He's getting sober. Good job, Dalton.
I'm just trying to know where the fuck is Dennis at, because I don't know if y'all know we're still alive.
He's in the background somewhere.
Playing with his feet somewhere.
I just didn't know if we're still alive though.
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, we're still live. We're getting ready to get off. It's
unless he's
I'm getting ready to watch the Sean O'Malley USC fight. It's